Ever wonder what true power looks like? Forget armies and economic muscle for a second. Imagine a world where a nation's strength comes from its ability to attract, inspire, and genuinely help people. This is the world of soft power. But let's be honest, the way we've been doing it is broken. It's time for a major upgrade. So, what went wrong? The concept of soft power, made famous by political scientist Joseph Nye, is about influencing others through attraction, not force. Think cultural diplomacy, student exchanges, and global branding. Countries have poured billions into projecting a positive image. But here's the catch. When people are struggling to find clean water, get a decent education, or simply live with dignity, a flashy cultural festival or a slick ad campaign feels empty. Too often, soft power has become about prestige, about looking good in global rankings. It's projection without substance. Look at China's massive investment in things like the Confucius Institutes. While impressive, critics often see it as a strategic play for influence, not a genuine effort to meet local needs. And when that happens, people get cynical. They see propaganda, not partnership. This brings us to the core of the reinvention. Soft power must be anchored in service. It has to be about solving real problems for real people. So, how do we do that? It requires a huge shift in 3 key areas: our purpose, our methods, and our legitimacy. First, let's talk about purpose. The old goal was to shape what others think of you. The new goal, to actually improve human well-being. Influence becomes the natural byproduct of doing good, not the end goal itself. This means aligning our efforts with critical global challenges, like the Sustainable Development Goals tackling poverty, improving public health, and promoting social justice. Instead of just branding campaigns, we should be investing in projects that make a tangible difference, co-created with local communities. Next, our methods have to change. The old top-down approach of broadcasting messages just doesn't cut it anymore. We need to move towards co-creation, partnership, and building networks. It's less about talking and more about listening. It's about entering a community as a co-builder, not a savior. This means using flexible tools like participatory design and digital collaboration, creating a web of connections between governments, non-profits, and the people on the ground. Think of it as moving from a megaphone to a roundtable discussion. But none of this works without the third element, legitimacy. People will only accept help if they believe it's sincere and fair. The power dynamic of donor and recipient has to go. We need to become true partners. When a community helps design, implement, and evaluate a project, the result is not just more sustainable. It creates influence built on respect, not manipulation, and consistency is key. You can't champion human rights abroad while ignoring them at home. Hypocrisy is the fastest way to lose all credibility. Let's make this concrete. Imagine a region suffering from water scarcity. The old soft power approach might be to sponsor a film festival. The reinvented approach: partner with local engineers and community leaders to co-design a sustainable water system, train local technicians, and build something that lasts. Who are people more likely to trust and respect? The ones who put on a good show, or the ones who helped bring clean water to their village? We're already seeing glimpses of this new model. Think of development agencies that act as facilitators, empowering local leaders and then stepping back. Or Scandinavian countries, whose global influence comes from consistently pairing their cultural outreach with strong, partnership-based development work in areas like environmental protection and education. Their reputation is built on walking the talk. So, how do we start building this new kind of soft power? First, listen. Deeply understand the real needs of a community. Second, co-design solutions with local partners from the ground up. Third, bring real capabilities to the table: technical, financial, and institutional support, not just feel-good gestures. Fourth, start small, learn fast, and build trust. Fifth, measure what matters: the actual impact on people's lives, not just media mentions. And finally, remember that this is a long game. True influence, the kind built on service and respect, doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, humility, and a genuine commitment to partnership. Reinventing soft power isn't just a small tweak. It's a complete reimagining of what it means to be influential in the 21st century. It's about shifting from projection to connection, from persuasion to service. It's the kind of power our world desperately needs right now, one built on making a real, positive difference in people's lives. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. If you found this idea as important as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video to keep the conversation going. See you next time.